What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, I have a special guest. He is Crypto Efe. He has to be the youngest crypto trader and technical analyst that I know because he has been starting since he was 12 years old. He is 15 years old right now. He's going to tell us a little bit of his background, and also he will be doing a little bit of a technical analysis on Bitcoin in today's episode. Crypto Efe, how are you doing today?
Thank you so much, Andy, for having me on the channel. It's a real pleasure. Yeah, let's definitely do some TA. So a bit of background about myself. My name is Efe. I've been trading since I was 12 years old. I mean, mostly doing TA, and people ask me, how are you trading? Isn't that you're supposed to be 18 and whatever? But yeah, I just do the TA, and then my dad does the trades, etc. But yeah, so I traded when I was 12. Actually, one of our friends, Tone Vase, he taught me technical analysis because when I started off, it was basically I was very interested in business and economics, and my dad used to come home and tell me about what he does in the business and world economics, etc. And I was very interested, especially on how people made so much money trading stocks. So one day I just went on YouTube and I was like researching and stocks, etc. And this video popped up on my For You page. I think it was Rel Powell that gave a prediction of $1 million Bitcoins by the end of the year. And this was like 2020. So it didn't work out so good, but it got me hooked because I knew a bit about crypto. I knew what the price was, whatever, but I didn't really know too much. So I just pressed the video and, he was like talking and showing charts, etc. And I had no understanding whatsoever. So I just closed the video, and it was like a week or 2 weeks straight. Every time I came home, I would just full on do research on what it was. And I was just hooked. I wanted to learn more. So, for a couple of months, I started researching the technology, some of the tokens. And after summer, I managed to convince my dad to open a exchange account on KuCoin. And because I was begging for him for ages, and he's like, "Oh, this is a scam. Don't do this, whatever." And this was actually prior to the Dogecoin pump. I was like, "Dad, we got to buy some Dogecoin. This thing is going to go to the moon, whatever." And he was like, no, let's not do this. And it actually did like 100x or something. And we missed out on that. So that was not nice. But after a couple of months, I managed to convince him to open an exchange account. And I had $1,000 that I had saved up from like doing chores and birthday presents from, all the years before. And I'm like, "Dad, I want to invest all of this." So he took the money from me, and I told him, "Okay, I want to put some money into this, I want to put some money into that." And I actually put into a bunch of like shit coins, and, it didn't do so well. But 1 month later, I was just looking through CoinMarketCap. I was like, okay, maybe I should change my position to this. And I see Shiba Inu, and it's like the 50th hot coin on CoinMarketCap. And I looked at it and I'm like, wow, God, this is so cheap. And I just like, okay, let me put like $100 into this. So I told my dad, and we put $100 into it. And 2 weeks later, Dogecoin just mooned, like it just went parabolic. And that was the biggest money I made starting off, because I think the money went to like $3,600 at one point, just $100. So that was the biggest first profit I made. And after that, I wanted to get responsible. So there was actually conferences being held in Dubai at that time, Carl, Da Vinci, etc. They were having some meetups, and I was watching their channels, and I was trying to understand. And just one day I go on Da Vinci's channel, and he's like, "Guys, there's a meetup tomorrow, etc." And I'm like, "Mom, can I please go?" And she's like, "No, you're so young. You don't need to go. There's gonna be 40-year-olds and whatever. They're not gonna let you in." And I'm like, "Mom, can I go?" And whatever. So I didn't listen to her, because to me, I was like, okay, what's the biggest risk that's going to happen? Okay, maybe they'll not let me in, etc. But I want to give it a try. So I gave it a try. I called a taxi, went to the meetup, and it was the best decision I made, because I met all of the crypto guys, and I met Tone Vase, who gave me all of his videos to watch on technical analysis and risk management. So that was amazing. So for the next 2 months, I studied technical analysis like crazy, and then started trading, etc., rather than just investing.
Yeah.
And they were like, man, you got to open a channel, you can help out the younger generation who's going to build the next crypto projects, etc. So
Mm-hmm.
I started a channel with the hopes to bring the next generation into crypto, because I love this quote. I think it was by me, I'm not sure, but it's you guys are building the metaverse and the crypto community, and we are the ones that will be the future leaders in the industry. So I think it's very important for our generation to learn early on, so we can carry the industry forward. But yeah, that's me.
Absolutely, man. It's incredible how ambitious you are, as to listening to your story, like from 12 years old, talking to your parents or your dad, let's do this, and doing all that research for weeks and weeks with technical analysis. So I had a very similar, experience like that also. I'm 32 years old. I started when I was 27. So it's 5 years ago. And I was hooked as well. I just needed to read and take a look at videos and read and videos. And so, yeah, I really get your point there, where you're like hooked into it and you just want to learn like a sponge and you just want to absorb all of that. So that's absolutely phenomenal, Efe. Right. Knowing that you got a crypto YouTube channel also, guys. I will be leaving the link down below if you want to sign up and follow Crypto Efe. Make sure to check it out. Okay, he's doing also daily updates on crypto analysis, right, and Bitcoin and some of the cryptos. And Efe, like most of the people on it that follow me, would want to know, a little bit of your knowledge, a little bit of, technical analysis on Bitcoin, maybe some price predictions, where do you think, we're going to be in the next coming days, or maybe also the next coming months. Okay. Give us a little bit of your point of view by sharing the charts, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. It's an absolute pleasure. So let me share my screen to the charts. Okay, I have it on Bitcoin right now. And I think my analysis, I really like my analysis, because most YouTubers, they don't show much. They just show like charts and patterns, etc. But I try to include more indicators and more chart patterns as well to the viewers. But this is Bitcoin. And this was from I think 2 videos back. And we're in this huge descending triangle coming down from a bearish continuation, which gives an increased probability of breaking downwards. I don't know your views on this, Andy, but I think it's still pretty bearish because of the economic situation, geopolitical situation. I think next year will be much harder than this year. So I personally think we can come down to potentially 13.7K or 14K, around that range. And I hope that liquidations won't be severe. And because if they do become severe, then we could even go down to, we could even go down to 8.5K, which I hope won't happen. But I'm pretty bearish overall. Potentially, if there is some bullish news, some bullish fundamentals, and we break above this 21.8K resistance, maybe we could come back to potentially 30K or around that range, because there's some very nice resistance here, and here. So if that happens, maybe up to there, but I don't see us making a new all-time high this year, unfortunately.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. No all-time high Bitcoin this year, or maybe not even next year. We have like really bearish sentiment, with the economy is not doing great. We've got the hikes going on. Maybe the hikes on interest rates are going to go down by the beginning of the year. Let's see. That's next year, so we're going to see what's going to happen then. But overall, like you said, we're still in a very, very big macro bearish trend, still creating lower highs. Trend is your friend, right? So we'd have to get above, like you said, that's a good point here, where I can see on the weekly chart, we have a major weekly candles close and open at 21,800 range. Maybe a weekly close above that range could actually start to change the structure potentially and go to that 30K level. So I totally agree on that with you. So basically you think we're going to go lower in the next coming weeks and months?
I mean, from the looks of this, I'd still be looking at the key resistance points, and maybe I can draw a Fibonacci chart as well, looking at the prior swing high. Let me see. So we are at are we at the golden pocket? Yeah, we're basically at the golden pocket right now. So this is a very important point of resistance as well. And if we do not make it above this, yeah, I don't break down. I do think we'll be coming down in the next following weeks or months. So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. I mean, we still got a lot of resistance above us, and overall we're in a bearish trend. I know the Bitcoin follows the traditional stock markets a lot, the S&P 500. Me myself on my YouTube channel, we take a look at the stock market as well. It's having a little bit of a rally right now. Yeah, the S&P 500 is the one that I take a look at. We're having a little bit of a rally right now, and it's just another lower high, as you can see here on the chart. So we need to be really, really cautious because it can turn over and very, very fast. And this is going to drag Bitcoin to the downside also.
Yeah, I completely agree. And we're actually forming this kind of a double bottom on the S&P, which is actually a bit interesting. So again, I do think maybe we could have like a one mini rally before in the beginning of next year, but ultimately I do think we will go lower into Q2, Q3 of next year. So yeah, I completely agree on that. Do you want to have a look into Doge?
Absolutely. I was going to ask Doge.
Yes. I mean, Doge has been pumping like crazy in the last week or two because of Elon Musk. And the thing it's so interesting about Doge is it's complete speculation. People are thinking that maybe Elon Musk can integrate Dogecoin as a payment service for Twitter, which actually is not that it's not that big of a fantasy, because Elon Musk wants to build this big super app called X, as I'm sure you're aware. And the rumor is he's going to convert Twitter into something like WeChat, where you have browsers, you have FaceTime, you have everything included in one single app. And, the rumor is that he could potentially integrate Dogecoin, somehow into this ecosystem, because he is the Doge father. So this is basically just looking at the dates of when things happened. It was the 25th of October when he let's switch to the daily chart so we don't get messed up. It was on the 25th of October when he alerted the co-investors that he wanted to buy Tesla again. And then 27th, he officially purchased Twitter, and now we're looking at this. And from my point of view, I think we're forming a bull flag, actually. This doesn't look too bad. We did break down here, and I was like, okay, game over. But it's actually pretty interesting, because if we do manage to break out of this, actually, it's like forgot the name of this.
Broadening wedge.
Broadening wedge. And if we break above this, then potentially we could even go higher. But I'm just super bearish, because this is a huge price increase in such a short amount of time. And
so you think that correction is likely? Do you think that correction is likely?
Yeah, I definitely think that there should be a correction for a healthier move upwards, maybe towards the 0.08 range. But I don't think it's, unless Elon just puts some huge bullish news out there, I don't see us going even higher than this.
There has been a little bit of too much of a hype in a short amount of time. So, and I know it's a large cryptocurrency. It has a few billion, if I'm not mistaken, in market capitalization. So you'd have to need billions coming in, right, to move the price up. So like you said, Elon Musk saying something that could drive another hype move to the upside. So yeah, totally agree with you on that.
My strategy for Dogecoin is I just buy some when we're like very low, because I try to build a bot on when Elon Musk tweeted saying something about Doge. We just automatically buy, but it was bad. It didn't turn out good. But for me with Doge, I always pick some up when we're like at a very decent price, because you never know when Elon Musk just randomly decides to say something, we pump.
Absolutely. So, it's the leading meme coin. So it's one of them that is going to survive, in my personal opinion, till the next bull run. Same as Shiba Inu, right? Shiba Inu is like the competitor of Dogecoin. So I think them two are going to do pretty good in the next bull run. So if it kind of loses momentum, selling momentum like it did for the last few months, around about that 5 cent level, it's clearly that selling pressure is getting exhausted, and you probably want to scoop up some down there. And there we have the pump that we've had for the last week, as you can see on the chart. So yeah. Crypto Efe, thank you very much for joining the live stream. Really nice to meet you. Really nice to know your background and a little bit of your point of view on Bitcoin, also looking at Dogecoin. Hopefully in the near future, we are going to be able to do another collaboration. So thank you very much, Efe. And I will see you.
Thank you. Appreciate you for having me on the channel, man. Thank you so much.
No worries, man. I'll see you very, very soon.
See you soon. And guys, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to see some more bangers from Andy, because I've watched his channel for a long time as well. And I love his TA. So, and also, it would be very cool if you'd subscribe to my channel too. So Thank you guys for watching.
I'll be leaving the link down below for Crypto Efe on his YouTube channel. Guys, check him out. He'll also be doing daily updates, or when he ever has time, of course. Thank you, Efe. I'll see you in the next one.
See you, man. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.